All right, last game of the day. Here we'll discuss then best bets at the end of the show. You have the LA Kings, Edmonton Oilers. That was another game that went to overtime in their game one. However, I think this one is a little bit different than the others because for a large portion of this game, that game one, the Oilers were leading, they were dominant, they were controlling puck possession, and it was almost like the LA Kings had that bend, don't break mentality, and they just waited to pounce on the Oilers. And once they did, Prez, they took control of the game. What do you think here, game two, Kings Oilers?
Andrew, I like the under in this game. I want to make a couple of comments. Firstly, this LA Kings team has probably kept Connor off the scoreboard more than any other team. I think he's only got 3 points against them all year, which sounds like a big deal if your name is, some crappy player. I'm blank. But not if you're Connor McDavid. This LA Kings team defensively is incredible. They play a very interesting system. It's a 1-3-1. Their plan is to not forecheck as much as most teams do. You normally see 2 forecheckers. Most teams play a 2-2-1 or a 2-1-2. They clog the neutral zone, and it really affects the way Edmonton moves the puck. Edmonton was dumping the puck all game in game one, and Edmonton is not a dump and chase team. They're a team that carries the puck into the other team's end, and I think this 1-3-1 setup has really stifled the creativity and speed of the Edmonton Oilers. I think we see it again tonight, obviously, as that's the way they play. And I feel like this game has, 3-1 written all over it type thing. I like the under in this game a lot. It's 6. I can't see the Kings scoring much, and I really feel like the Kings will keep Edmonton's goal production down.
All 3 goals for LA happening in the third period. They were a defensive.
2 terrible penalties.
Oh, yeah, bad penalties. Oilers were a good defensive team at the start, but it's not about how you start games. It is about how you finish them, Carm. What do you think here? Is total or side? What appeals to you in this game?
Yeah, kind of both. I would say I'm going to be a little opposite of Prez on the underplay and leaning to the over. Again, the XG numbers, final numbers were 3.9 to 2.82 in 60 minutes over the course of the overtime as well too. 4.45 to 3.35 for the Oilers. Both numbers in favor of the Oilers. Oilers played an almost perfect game one playoff game, and then they took two stupid penalties. Evan Bouchard takes that high sticking penalty, 6-on-4 with the pulled goalie. They score a goal to send that game to overtime, and then Descharnais takes a penalty in OT. You can't take penalties. You cannot take penalties and give a team that had no life the whole game life, and they did. And Iafallo makes them pay for it, and they're down 1-0. They lost game one last year to the LA Kings 4-3 and bounced back to win that series in 7 games, even trailing 3 games to 2 at one point. I think the Oilers bounced back. Again, I mentioned going into this game since March 1st, they were 18-2-1, the best record in the NHL, better than the Boston Bruins. This team has been playing well. I think they bounced back from that. It is a game they should have won, but they didn't. Should have, could have. Doesn't matter. They lost the game. They bounce back here and they win this game. I think they can win it in reg, but I like the over here. I think the Oilers get some goals in this one. It all depends on whether it's the Marco D'Angelo, LA Kings, fat and sassy. We got home ice by winning game one, and if the Oilers show up in game two. So give me the Oilers and the over in this one. Call me Square Boy.
Square Boy. Andrew, can I go first on the best bets? I got their lawn sprinkler people standing at my front door.
Yep. I got to just give out a prop real quick on this game, and then we'll go to you or you want to give out your best bet? You got to go right now?
Oh, go, dude. Do your thing, brother. It's your show. I'm just privileged to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. Look, I think, guys, that there's lots to like in this game. Shots on goal, different props to look at. And I do think that we could see a bounce-back performance, but Gabe Vilardi might be back and Kevin Fiala. So LA stole that one without two of their key forwards. But I think if there's one play you're looking at in this game, it should be looking at the over saves prop for Jonas Korpisalo. Edmonton fired lots of shots on him, and they're going to do the exact same thing in this one. I think potentially even more. Korpisalo made 37 saves in game one off 40 shots, and I think that Edmonton might have been a little bit too picky, a little bit too fancy with some of their plays. As much as LA is a good defensive team, they're a good defensive team with allowing dangerous scoring opportunities, but they still give up shots from the outside. So that would lead to a lot of good opportunities for this save prop for Jonas Korpisalo. And you're going to get anywhere between 30.5 and 32.5 over on his save prop. And I feel like that's a really good one to look at. Instead of taking the player shots on goal prop, and you have to select out of so many players, just take the opposition and their goalie save over and just watch him get peppered with shots all night long. That's my favorite play here for a show play on LA and Edmonton.